This is the great shift of the ages. It was the Great Harmonic Convergence in 1986 that began an awakening of incarnate souls on planet Earth to begin preparing for the dawning of a new age. That date was December 21st, 2012. This was known as the end of the Mayan calendar and the birth of New Earth, a new age, a new era, a new operating system, one that is based on love, consideration, respect, caring for others and the earth, rather than just caring for self. The activations and meditations in this Soul Shine event will assist you in raising your vibration during this potent window of manifesting with golden Christed light to achieve unity consciousness within and without. In this meditation, we invoke loving kindness and compassion as we look at the world in our new earth creations. So now, center in the heart, breathing in through the heart and out through the heart. As we invoke loving kindness and compassion, we call forth Kuan Yin, the goddess of mercy, as she assists with loving kindness and compassion in our hearts and our radiation to the world. Kuan Yin's mantra is the mantra of compassion. Om Mane Padme Om. Om Mane Padme Om. Om Mane Padme Om. Say this to yourself, silently or out loud. And notice the divine energy of Kuan Yin as it presents itself at the crown of your head, then into the body, and radiate outward. As you chant Om Mane Padme Om, you are bringing down blessings and divine energy from Kuan Yin. Feel the calmness and the inner peace. Now feel this radiating within your heart center. Circling and expanding. This is moving out throughout your body now, out through your auric field, expanding out into your room. This expands out into your entire home or building. Now your neighborhood, fill your neighborhood with this radiant light. Now see this expand through your region, county, state, and now expand this out to the world, all of Gaia. Continue expanding this out to the moon, all the other planets, and the entire solar system. Expanding it out to the Milky Way galaxy and the entire universe, and infinitely to the multiverse. Connecting with Source, all that is. Feeling this liquid light connection within your physical body. We also feel the neutrality of loving kindness and compassion. So in this meditation, with loving and compassionate eyes, we take a look through our inner sight to the outer world, choosing to see opportunities for the new, for new creation. The cracks in the current paradigm, the old paradigm, are being exposed, and you are being flooded with information with your own unique, savory mix of talents, skills, and passion for what you love. That is why you are on the planet at this now moment. It is why you came, and it is what we have all been waiting for. So take a moment now with these loving kindness and compassionate eyes, neutral eyes, and view your role or any possible solutions, new creations, doing what you love. As you spend time in this inner space, be sure to jot down notes as the insight that you receive is coming from your higher self, your angelic guides and higher realms. Anchor any ideas or impressions you get on paper, and they will continue to unfold and materialize in your life. When you look out at the world from this place of heart power, you'll see the plenitude of opportunities, the multitude, the myriad of opportunities. And so from the heart space, ask your higher self for the next steps. Listen, jot them down, take action. With this connection, you are provided with all your needs as synchronicity and serendipity takes over from here. Your higher self is orchestrating this and is guiding you the entire way. Trust this. Follow the flow. the flow of your heart. That is you sharing your love, your joy, your light, your smile, following the path of inner knowingness, your inner wisdom. Indeed, you came for this now moment. Allow these next few moments to bring forth great information.
Blessings, beloveds. During this sacred passage, we are celebrating the return of frequencies which support our divine embodiment. Embodiment is done through the DNA, right through the body vehicle, merging the higher self, the multidimensional self, with the lower self, and giving us a palpable expression of embodiment of our highest beingness. We do this through our DNA, so let us celebrate this beautiful passage with a DNA activation. Let us begin with our pure intention. Take a breath, hands on the heart center, and let us unify with our brothers and sisters. Breathing fully into the heart center, opening to the crystalline Christ consciousness that you already are. Opening to Source, the infinite creator that you already are. Take a moment and open the ascension column, opening the toroidal fields across all time, space, dimensions, parallel realities seen and unseen. Align, open, expand. Call forth your personal guidance realms, your higher self, Christ itself, Almighty I Am Presence, infinite creator beingness, divine cosmic mother, heavenly Father, paradise sons of God, all of our divine teams, masters, Christed galactics, angelics, archangelics in service to the pure and true organic ascension. Unifying all as one in this now moment with Gaia, Solaris, brothers and sisters, kingdoms and elementals, all as one. In this now moment, let us open with our pure intention to activate our crystalline DNA, calling in the highest divine love, divine light, divine will, serving the highest intent of all willing hearts in service to the pure and true ascension. So be it. Beautiful. Take a breath. DNA itself creates personal, collective, and multidimensional experiences in form. That is your gateway, your interface with light into form. It is a photonic light receiver and generator. DNA does both. It receives frequencies as well as generating light within the body, in the cells. Divine human DNA contains markers for ascension, a pure experience of source consciousness in form. When our activated heart centers, resonating with divine love, divine unity consciousness, lock into the vibration of Christ consciousness, it allows the toroidal fields of the DNA to begin to spin and radiate diamond plasma, solar crystalline light. It is a frequency, and this creates the crystalline DNA activation. Our cells and our energy fields and our realities attempt to match that vibration and create it as a reality. Christ consciousness shining through the crystalline DNA is the bridge between worlds. The old reality of the dense two-strand inactivated DNA moves into 12-strand DNA with activation, which allows access to other worlds, other realities. It allows you to create that. It allows us to collectively heal and co-create new realities, such as the new earth. Like a primary Christed ascension timeline which bridges realities, we utilize crystalline DNA as a gateway to a new experience because it bridges dimensions and densities. DNA receives cosmic light through micro wormholes in the DNA itself. DNA itself, when it's working in harmony, creates these little torus bundles. It tries to bundle in sacred geometric frequencies and forms to create more light and more harmony and more of that higher reality within the cells. DNA is constantly trying to bundle in sacred geometric form with the influx of divine cosmic rays coming onto the planet right now. When we're stressed out or fearful, the strands contract and it cannot flow in that sacred geometric form. But when you're working with your heart torus and your energy fields and you're consistently commanding the toroidal fields to open in order to reflect and reprogram the DNA to do the same thing, we're opening up to harmony. It allows the DNA to rebundle and spin in divine perfection. DNA is creating energy fields within the nucleolus, within your cells. Every single cell in your body is trying to do this. It is being asked to do this by the cosmic frequencies coming onto and emanating from Gaia's crystalline core. When the toroidal fields are spinning properly, they emanate light. The cells emanate light. DNA is a receiver and a transmitter of cosmic frequencies. When spinning properly, it can actually receive the photonic light that's coming in from these areas of space, from the cosmic stargates, from the sun, from Gaia herself, and it allows the activation of the 12-strand DNA. The markers, what they used to call junk DNA, in your strands itself, those are the areas that we're going to work with in order to activate the 12-strand etheric structure of DNA. There are toroidal fields around these areas, around the markers, what they used to call junk, and this is a multidimensional operation. So the markers are what they see under a microscope, what they didn't know they were for, and now we are now tapping into those markers for Christ consciousness and activating through our intention, through our actions, through our thoughts, words, deeds, emotions. Everything is coming into play with Christ consciousness. As the markers light up, it allows the DNA to do something new. It allows us to start rebundling in a 12-strand format, and that is our birthright. It's your DNA. It is your divine destiny to reclaim that. It is your divine opportunity to reclaim that during the ascension. When we activate these crystalline strands of DNA, we become the embodiment. We begin the embodiment process of ascension. We feel many aspects of self simultaneously. It's a lot of information. The more strands that you have rebundling and activating, the more realities you have access to. The more realities you have access to create. Through aligning with 0 point in our sacred practices and meditations, we may experience the presence of Source as self. No more separation. We're being bombarded with 12-strand DNA activation light, this pure photonic light coming in that tells the DNA to do something new. By participating with this, you amplify the human heart grid, which allows your brothers and sisters to experience that at a faster rate. And it allows the return of the divine Christ consciousness to amplify and accelerate on the planet. So this is an act of divine service. Crystalline DNA itself is a high-frequency light signature before it manifests into form. DNA can travel on these streams of photonic light, this light intelligence, through vast areas of space via alignments of the solar bodies. From the great central sun all the way out to pure source consciousness, we align with our heart center, with the cells, with the DNA, in order to embody those frequencies and then have access to our multidimensional self. Phase 1 of the DNA activation process is about healing. Nothing can get activated until we heal what's going on internally. We cannot change the external until we change the internal. You've probably heard this in your mastery classes, but DNA can be spontaneously healed through heart coherence. The consistent practice of unconditional love and joy and gratitude and forgiveness changes the heart to broadcast frequencies which heal distorted or damaged DNA. Distortions within the DNA can be healed, and the way that the codes fit together can be healed through the heart, which is why we do so much work on the heart in our ascension. It is proven that intention must be present and practiced, or otherwise DNA healing does not work. So, we emancipate the heart and the body through intention and our practices. Through our thoughts, through love, through divine service work, all of the ascension process is aimed at healing our heart center and creating heart coherence so that we may create a new reality for ourselves and for the planet. We are opening up the heart to amplify that divine toroidal field around the heart center, the diamond, solar, crystalline heart center. We activate our heart torus, and using this coherence, we program the toroidal fields of the DNA, the gaps in the DNA that activate, that create that 12-strand structure. This healing is done through purification and detoxification on all levels, your thoughts, your ego, your emotional levels, mental levels, the body itself. When we shed that which crumples the DNA, slows it down, creating distortion, we heal that, and then it opens your DNA to become an antenna for those higher frequencies coming right through the heart as a new solar generator, a solar template for the solar cosmic Christ to activate the DNA. In order to become what they call a son of God, a more solar beingness, or a representation of the solar model, the crystalline model of Christ consciousness, we open up to that diamond, golden, crystalline ball of light, the torus field around our heart centers. And then we're going to move it around and create our own Christed star. In this moment, set your intention. Take a breath. And let us move forward. Let us create this diamond octahedron, or a Christed star, around us in order to amplify our own heart centers and create that structure in form, embodiment. Sit up straight, take a breath, and drop all of your focus into your heart. Visualize the most diamond, pure, crystalline, pearlescent, golden light surrounding your heart, coming out from the heart center, spinning that toroidal field, and allowing that amplification, speed up, speed up, speed up. Allow it to amplify the light, feeling the warmth and the purity, holding your hands on either side of the heart center, palms facing each other, amplify the light. Heart center, light up, so be it. Take a breath. And let that pinpoint of light within the heart center, the sacred heart center, expand out. Expand to the width of your ascension column, just a few feet out from the body, and let it light up. Let that be all that you are in this now moment. That pure solar source spark. Invocation. In the name of the divine human creator that I am, I call forth the purification and divinitization of my heart center in this now. Heart center, light up, expand. Take a breath, letting all the rest of the beingness drop away. Just focus on the heart. Let the sun rise. Now visualize and command. Use your hands if you need to. Let that sphere of light come up through the ascension column, rising up from the heart. Let the sun rise, going all the way up through the crown, up through the ascension column, all the way up through the crystalline grid to the sun level. Shooting straight up, opening up, and let that ball of light receive the Christed light, maintaining the heart center and maintaining this ball of light. It may appear as a crown or a pinpoint of light or an antenna. Let it collect Christed light. Let it receive Christed light. Beautiful. Now maintaining that point of light and the heart center, drop the focus, pull that ball of light back down, maintaining the pinpoint up by the sun and in the heart center, pulling the focus, pulling all of that Christed light into the heart center. Beautiful. Let it reflect how the sun looks right now, that crystalline, pure light. Letting it flow into the heart center. Becoming that receiver, that antenna of Christed light. Let it continue to pull that light in, maintaining the pinpoint up at the sun and in through the heart center. Beautiful. Now, bringing that ball of light going down into the crystalline core of Gaia, that fifth, sixth-dimensional crystalline core of Gaia. Tap into Gaia herself, who is becoming a more solar beingness. Drop all the stories about Gaia's crystalline core, what it is and what it isn't, and witness, feel her transformation. Delivering the Christed codes that you just took from the sun straight into her core. And receiving, she has new light for you. Receive it. Let that ball of light connect with her heart. And now bringing that back up to the heart. And maintaining those points of light up at the sun, down at the crystalline core. Letting those points of light remain out there connected. Taking that sphere of light back into the heart center, and now we're going to project it forward, straight forward. We're going to bring in all four directions, so as far as it's comfortable for you to move that ball of light straight forward out from the heart center, and let it establish a point of light right there. Keeping that point of light, bringing the sphere back to the heart, collecting that energy, now moving it out to the right, straight out to the right side, connecting, receiving, broadcasting, expanding your light. Maintaining that pinpoint of light out to the right, establishing another pinpoint of your Christed star. We are building an octahedron. Now pull it back to the center, and now straight through the back. Going out through the back, purifying, divinitizing, whatever feels comfortable for you. If it's 12 feet, so be it. If it's 30 feet, 50 feet, don't go infinity level yet. Establishing points of a star. Establish that point of light, letting that point of light be established, and then bring the sphere back to the heart. Now expanding to the left. Let that point of light go, go, go. Establishing your Christed star. Another pinpoint of light. Now bringing the sphere back to the heart. Breathe. And now feel all 7 of these points of light. Above, below, front, back, side to side, and in the core. And now call in more cosmic light, puritized, divinitized, crystal and diamond light, lighting up all these points of light. And now birthing that star within and without. Command and decree, I am solar cosmic Christed beingness. Solar cosmic Christed beingness, I am. And with your pure intention, give the command to unify. In the name of the divine human, creator incarnate that I am, I unify all fractals of self across all timelines and parallel realities seen and unseen, to be reunified in this now moment, purified, divinitized, and Christed within my heart center in this now, to fully amplify and accelerate my journey of ascension and reunify all of my expressions of pure source consciousness. Take a breath. So it is. You might feel other aspects, multidimensional aspects, coming in from the pinpoints of the star that we have just created. The octahedron is a building block of consciousness and an excellent way to reunify all aspects of self, calling in all soul fragments from first separation until now. Unify, puritize, divinitize. All of your power is in this now moment. Do this now. Calling in from all directions, below, side to side, front to back, above, condensing, purifying, divinitizing. Let the diamond light of the Christ purify all aspects of self from first separation until now. Hold your hands on either side of your heart center, breathe, and feel all of yourself returning, collapsing all old timelines, purifying and divinitizing with love, non-judgment, gratitude and grace, forgiveness of all that has been created, gratitude for all that has been created, collapsing fully into the 0 point of the heart center in this now moment. I am all that I am. So it is. Put your hands on your heart and breathe. Healing and surrendering the old stories, let them dissolve so that the new may come forth. Feel the central sun of your own heart. Powerful, brilliant, radiant. Let the star expand. Let your own solar flashing activity begin. Feel the pulsing, radiating light within the heart center begin to expand that Christed star. As large as you like, as long as it continues to pull in more cosmic light, maintaining the heart center, maintaining that structure. Stay in the heart, don't leave the body, stay in the heart center. Beautiful. The cells have the ability to hold and generate light. Cells are immortal. The body can generate its own light, bringing in more codes and more light into the body to take it to the next level and express as higher spirit in form. Photonic light permeates the cells, and we hold it in our DNA. The DNA is completely capable of holding photonic light within it. When we take that into our DNA, we then resonate with that cosmic light and become part of that living light, which is unity consciousness. We attract positive photonic light by resonating with it, the vibration of harmony, peace, and divine ascension. And we rewrite, recode, reactivate our own divine beingness through these activities. We become that sun, we pull in more light, And we command our DNA to activate in this now moment. Crystalline DNA, activate. Activate the Christed codes. See the giant coil of DNA, a master strand of DNA coiling in the middle of that beautiful Christed star you have just created. And in your higher vision or in your higher feeling, command those gaps, those codes waiting to be activated, to light up. Light up. Recode your DNA in this now moment. Use your hands, use your vision, use your sound, use your light language. Recode and activate in this now. 12-strand DNA activate, crystalline DNA activate. Light up. Use that Christed star. Use that crystalline light flowing through the ascension column. Your Christed star exists in your ascension column, in your heart center. They are all one. And now you are adding the 12-strand DNA to that structure. Take command of that structure. It's yours. Light up, spin in absolute divine perfection. DNA recoil and recode in absolute divine alignment with the Christed state of beingness. Purify and divinitize. Etherically rebundle, reconnect. More love, more light. I am all that I am. So it is. Breathe. Bring your hands back to your heart center. Bring all of that love, that self-love, which is source love, into the heart center. Beautiful. So it is. This is the first phase of DNA activation. Our crystalline DNA activation is our birthright. It is your birthright to reclaim your DNA, to reclaim your Christed state of beingness. We are fully supported in this now for the embodiment phase of ascension. I send all of you my love and my light. Let us show humanity what is possible with ascension.
Solstice blessings. Allow yourself in this moment to arrive. Arrive into your seated position, creating space for relaxation, creating space for ease, releasing now tension that may have accumulated in your body, in your mind. And allow a breath, a sweet, delicious breath to enter your being, filling up into the belly, expanding your rib cage like an accordion, expanding, letting the air in, filling the chest, opening the chest, allowing the front of the body to open like a blooming rose. And with your exhales, allow relaxation to deepen into your muscles and bones. Waterfall relaxation down your back, through your endocrine system. Notice all tension in your face releases as we breathe in the breath. As we exhale the breath. Feel the body breathing, almost as though the whole organism begins to breathe and pulsate with this rhythm of your breath. Almost as though the skin itself, the largest organ of your body, is breathing in and out. And you can allow more and more of yourself to gather into this moment, into this sacred solstice portal. Allowing more of you to settle in to your seat, to the space that is you in this mid-December point of 2021. Sitting here at the threshold, growing light or growing darkness, depending on where your location is on the planet. Winter solstice, we're at the depth of the dark, going inward in the northern hemisphere. At the peak of the light, full exaltation in the southern hemisphere. And in this dance of the yin and yang, the polarity of light, of dark, we gather more of ourselves into this moment, feeling the intrinsic connection to our community, our global humanity. We come together allowing more of ourselves to gather, breathing into this organism that you are, this spirit being in a form inside of DNA, bringing the light of the heavens in which you hail from into the matter form of this beautiful human body. And as you gather yourself in this moment, and as we feel this connection with the yin and yang of our planet, we unite as one in unity, in community, a collective organism of consciousness, breathing in this moment, omnilocally. We're all breathing as one, no matter when you receive this moment, connected through the quantum field, the eternal now. And breathe in more. Allow for more spaciousness. Inhabit, embody your vessel. Call in more of you through other potential parallel timelines. Any place where there might be fragmentations, call all of you home to this moment now. Gather yourself. Call yourself home to your heart. Welcome yourself with warm, loving arms. Create more space in your physical vessel now through your breath. Exhale, release more. Make more space for spirit, more space for your higher vibratory aspects of yourself, your higher selves. Your monadic family, your monadic consciousness starts to percolate, to drop in and scintillate, assimilate into the physical cells of your body. As you breathe, you turn your cells up and open to receive higher spectrums of light, higher spectrums of frequency, allowing this portal, this transit, this moment now to work inside of you. The transits, the solstice is all happening within you. Continue to breathe and allow even more. Allowing for this great alignment to move you, work you, dance with you, unionize with you, and download all necessary upgrades, light codes into your consciousness. Allowing your body, your embodiment of spirit into this beautiful form that you are. Inhabit spirit all the way into your fingertips, all the way down into your toe tips, swirling and spiraling through your legs, the core of your vessel, up and down the spine, in the brain, inside the organs, inside your lungs and your heart and your blood and your bone marrow. Allow spirit to infuse light, this plasma light, that this solstice portal is wide open to deliver to you now. Continue to breathe and allow for more and more of these high frequencies, these upgrades, these light codes to spiral, to dance, to unionize, and to harmonize your light body vehicle, your physical vehicle. Creating a dynamic biorhythm with breath, with body, with mind, with heart, the heart-mind, with soul, spirit, star lineage, ancestors. We come into harmony, into a dynamic, rhythmic biorhythm, a harmonic state of flow, of allowing, of nature, of natural law, of right relationship with life, down into the quantum and atomic level, the very foundation and core of our energy source within these bodies. And breathe in and breathe out and start to feel this deep, dynamic, effortless action, the Wu Wei, the way of nature flowing through you as you, becoming more of you, becoming more of all. In this natural way, the most natural way, We are one. Rhythmic breath, heartbeat of life, cosmic pulsation as sparks of creation. And as we breathe and we sit, we stand at the threshold, the solstice, the yin and the yang of solstice, uniting with our family all over this planet, calibrating this duality, this polarity of peak light and peak darkness. We feel the calibration of the yin-yang, the polarity beginning to neutralize as we unify as one breath, one heart, one body. And continue to allow more of you to drop in. The more you become you, the more we become one. Allow for more of the plasma light codes, more of this infinite intelligence to flow through you, releasing all tensions, particularly in the cranium, all hinges, the jaw, the orbital lobe, and begin to feel, if you haven't already, the opening in the brainstem, the base of the skull, where the spinal cord meets the brain, connected through the brainstem. Allow this portal to open, receiving more of this liquid light, this plasma light from your higher self. Allow this plasma light to flow through the Sushumna, through the spinal column, the spinal cord, the fiber optics of your being. Receives this infinite intelligence and translates it seamlessly through your whole physical system. All upgrades are being effortlessly translated through all levels of your nervous system. And as we deepen this embodiment, and we become more of who we really are, spirit in matter, alchemists of matter into spirit, we awaken and activate this Aquarian age, this age of technology, as an inner resourcing. We turn on these vehicles. We turn on the biochemistries of ascension, the biochemistries of expansion of consciousness. The age of Aquarius is inside of each and every one of us. The human being is the most advanced technology in the universe. Turn on the machine. Turn on the mechanism higher and higher. The mechanism of consciousness. Turn on the cells and the atoms inside this vehicle. Turn on the mechanism of your ascension vehicle, this temple of light that you are. Intergalactic travel is an inside-out job. Open your being as the Stargate. Remember who you are. 2022, the year of embodiment, the year of exquisite compassion, the year of unity, of connection, of merging spirit into the form, awakening the form, seeing through the form, completely embodied as spirit. Make love to life in 2022. Exalt, sing, and praise this beloved, beautiful spaceship Earth. We are home. The dimensionality of this planet is rich, it's deep, it's vast, mysterious. This earth holds memory of our universe story. 2022, we embody, we unionize, we remember. Breathe in and allow for more of you in this moment. The exhales, you dissolve and you allow for the ease, the grace, and the transcendence in the simplicity of this moment. Our consciousness is ready to be here now, and to open the portals for heaven to be here on earth. You are the portal. You are the Stargate. Anchor, strengthen, deepen, expand, connect with your core. Now is our time, beloveds. We are here walking this earth together, hand in hand, heart to heart, soul to shining soul. We are here now to light up this earth. Star seeds we are, gifting this earth with our light, with our love. embody this light and this love. You are this light of Father God and love of Mother God. Unionize with the light and love, dancing, swirling, and expressing inside of you. The inner and the outer become one. And we breathe the breath of God, the breath of love, the breath of light. We align and we allow and we awaken and see with clear eyes and hear with clarity and speak with compassion, endless, abundant, unconditional love and compassion for everyone, everywhere, every day. 2022, the year for embodiment. Allow those words to flow through you, to transform and excite you. 2022, the year for embodiment. I so look forward to dancing and playing and singing and laughing and maybe even crying with you as we organically and naturally align with these powerful transits that are aligning us in the most spectacular ways on this beloved planet. Our starship, our home. You are home, beloved. We are home. Peace and blessings to you on this most spectacular and grand moment for each and every one of us. All my love.
Have you ever felt lost or confused? Maybe you're unclear on what you came to do or what your soul purpose might be. Imagine moving from broke and broken into a space of abundance and happiness. Hi, I'm Lisa Barnett, and I am the founder of Akashic Knowing School of Wisdom. I'm also the author of 2 books about the Akashic Records, The Infinite Wisdom of the Akashic Records, which is a great how to access your records book if you're looking to learn how to access your own Akashic Records. And the other book, From Questioning to Knowing, 73 Healing Prayers to Transform Your Life, is a perfect place to start if you're curious about what might be in your Akashic Records, the healing that you can receive through these prayers I've channeled from the beings of light, and wanting to know more about your soul contract and what you came to do. So much information in those 2 books. And I also offer Akashic Record consultations and healing sessions one-on-one with clients, as well as teaching 3 online workshops every single year. So if you want to learn in an online workshop, again, how to access the truth of who you are as an expansive soul through your Akashic Records, you can look into one of my workshops. What I'd like to start with right now is a beautiful guided meditation, visualization to create a space of connection with your 3 brains. So most people don't really think about the fact that we have 3 brains in our body. We, of course, have our mental brain. We have that head brain, the thing we call the brain, but you also have a heart brain. So claircognizance, the clear knowingness, the expanse of energy that comes from our heart center is really a brain and a deep knowingness. And then our solar plexus, our gut brain, informs our head brain what it needs in the body, as well as all of the amazing information and energy that is in the gut brain. The gut brain also holds that space of clairsentience, that feeling sense that I know it in my gut, or sometimes it's the goosebumps that we get or the chills up our back. That's all connected to the gut brain and our clairsentience and our empathic abilities and gifts and all of the energy that we consider our empathic knowingness. So we're going to connect our 3 brains to deepen our intuition and then to connect on up into our Akashic Records. So let's just start by taking a nice deep breath, letting your body relax back into your chair. And let's invite our soul, spirit, that bigger aspect of us, to come more fully present down into the physical body. I often imagine it coming down, settling in, filling up the torso as it drops down into our hips. And then we connect that expansive soul energy into the body and all the way down through our feet. And then we can connect to Gaia beneath our feet and get nice and grounded and centered. And that helps our body feel safe when we do meditations or guided visualizations. We can go further when the body feels comfortable and grounded and safe right here and now in this space that we're creating. So again, just breathing a little deeper as you invite your heart to open and expand a little further. And what we're going to start with is drawing all of our mental level energy back into our head. What I find is often our mental energy looks like a cloud around our head. This kind of big fluffy cloud. We're projecting out. We're trying to see how other people see the world. We're expanding, in all directions. We're sometimes hanging out in the past or in the future. So let's bring all of that mental activity and chatter back inside our skull. And so I just imagine it kind of like a big fluffy cloud that's compressing and compressing and compressing just a little further. So it's in between your ears and your back behind your eyes, back in your forehead, back in your skull, really getting a little bit smaller, a little more compressed until it's down to the size of maybe a baseball. And we come more closely into the center of our head. We keep compressing all of that expanded energy down to the size of about a golf ball. Right between our ears, between our third eye and the back of our head. And when we settle into that beautiful power center in the center of your head, you're actually aligning with your pineal gland. And that pineal gland is a very powerful gateway to connect to the body and to the divine, up through your crown chakra and on up to your higher self, and on eventually up into the Akashic field. So just focusing on the center of your head, we ask our Akashic record keepers to help us activate our pineal gland. Kind of send a little beautiful divine energy straight down into the pineal to wake it up a little further, decalcify it. Our pineal gland tends to get calcified because of things like chlorine in our water, fluoride in our water. And so breaking that little calcification from the fluoride, we feel a little energy vibrating there in the pineal, really activating that master gland as we wake it up. And now just imagine right there, that little marble-sized pineal gland right in the center of your head. We're going to drop some of that mental brain energy straight down a tube into your heart chakra. So if you imagine there's a little tube that runs from the center of your head straight down your throat, bang, into your heart. And that energy opens and expands and activates your heart even further. And your heart chakra is really the easiest way to connect to the energy of the soul, the spirit, our claircognizance, our clear knowingness, living right here in our heart. And so let's imagine that from our sixth chakra to our fourth chakra, heart center, mind to spirit, we're going to run a gold liquid light infinity symbol, head to heart, creating a beautiful connection, strengthening our connection head to heart. Gold infinity symbol, just picture and feel that energy. The gold is all about present time, bringing us into this moment, gathering and aligning all of our energies right here and now, connecting all of our wisdom, our third eye, our mental acuity, energy, with our heart, claircognizance, soul, spirit energy. And now from here, we're going to drop down from the fourth chakra down to the third chakra. connecting our gut brain to our heart brain, to our head brain. So feeling all of that beautiful energy as we drop from the heart into the gut and do another gold infinity symbol, heart to third. I just like to picture a beautiful figure 8 connecting the fourth chakra to the third chakra. Now we go third, back up to the fourth, back up to the sixth. As we align and open all of our clairs, our clairsentience, our claircognizance, our clairvoyance, our clairaudience, both in our head. And then we're going to make another gold infinity symbol back from our pineal up to our crown chakra. So just another golden figure 8 connecting 6th up to the 7th. Really opening our crown doorway. And one more from our crown chakra, our 7th chakra, up to our higher self, which is up at the 12th chakra above your head. So again, imagine a gold infinity symbol from your 7th up to your 12th chakra or your higher self. So head to higher self with a gold infinity symbol. Feeling all of this energy as it flows from the gut brain up through the heart, up through the head, to the crown, on up into our higher selves. Feel that beautiful energetic column of light now come down around you from your higher self, really aligning and encompassing you, creating a beautiful protective energetic column of light. As we open and unite all of our intuitive gifts, our clairs, our wisdom, and our knowingness, all the way up to our higher self. And just let yourself feel that beautiful energy as we align. Let's just take a moment to receive a message from our higher self. And so depending on how energy comes to you, you may feel it in your gut. It might be a sense in your body of peace or tranquility, of oneness. Or maybe you have a knowingness in your heart. You just know that you're connected and aligned and held in divine love. Or you may see an image. Maybe you even hear a voice. If you're more clairvoyant or clairaudient, you might hear or see some form of message. And whatever that is for you today is just perfect. And we can keep ourselves all nicely connected like that each and every day. And that helps us to be more intuitive, to really receive these messages from our gut brain, our heart brain, and our head brain that also holds our clairvoyance, clairaudience, and telepathic energies. So enjoy this process. You can practice it every day to deepen your intuition. So let's just take a nice deep breath as we come back together. We still have our beautiful connectivity of our 3 brains. But let's now drop back down into our hips and connect to Mother Earth beneath our feet. Just getting nice and grounded so that we can have this next conversation. Because I would like to help you to understand more about who you are as an expansive soul. I believe that every one of you is an infinite soul, of course, having this crazy human experience. I believe that we truly can receive divine guidance every day so that we can be empowered to understand our lives. So I meet people every single day, and I'm sure that all of you would love to make a difference in the world. Maybe share your gifts and talents. Maybe you're a healer or an intuitive, psychic, quantum healer, quantum something that you would like to bring out into the world, but you're not sure how, or you don't know if it's really in alignment to your soul's path or purpose. I know that so many of us stumble because we really do feel insignificant. We think, who the heck am I to speak on a stage, to write a book, to get out there on a telesummit, or to share my wisdom? Who am I? You are an infinite and wise soul. And we often forget that we haven't just had one little measly life. We've had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of lives. I believe that most of you have lived at least 400, 600, maybe even 800 lives here on Earth alone. And of course, you're all starseeds. You have all had experiences in other dimensions or realms or planets or planes, however you kind of like to think about that bigger picture of where you are or what you're doing, maybe when you're not here in a little human body. I believe we all have amazing gifts and talents. And often we feel like we're stuck in the corporate world or in a work-a-day job because we're really afraid in some way or another to do something bigger, maybe to be seen. Have you ever felt, I'm afraid to be seen? Somebody might hurt me if they know what I think or what I believe. Well, I believe that you have a soul plan. Before you embodied, your soul literally wrote out a whole plan. Just like if you were going to start a business, you would write a business plan for yourself. Well, that's exactly what your soul does before you come to Earth. You say, there are people I want to be with. There are soul contracts I want to write. There are things I want to learn about. My soul is not fully evolved, and so I'd like to still learn some lessons. And I would like to bring some of the talents that I have back to Earth to help humanity or people awaken, or maybe to invent something new, or to bring more love to the world. It could be any type of gift or talent that you put into your soul's plan. But the really interesting thing is that we also write challenges into our soul plan. And some of it is to learn and grow ourselves as a soul. And some of it is actually to help other people with their karmic patterns or their soul growth. So what I've realized is that many people feel, because they've had challenges, that they're not good enough to do what they maybe would like to do, maybe being that healer or creating a business. They think, again, who am I to do something like that? Have you ever thought that? Is there something that you would like to do or create? You know, it could be have a really loving relationship or have a family or write a book. And we think, who am I? How am I ever going to make something like that happen? Well, the truth is, again, because you're that ancient and wise soul that has hundreds and hundreds of lives filled with gifts or talents, you are the perfect person to do just that. So what I've realized through my crazy 62 years of spiritual work, I actually started when I was 3 years old. I know it sounds a little bit crazy, but I literally at 3 realized, like, I'm trapped in a body. What the heck, right? What am I doing here again? And I told my mother that. I'm like, I want to go back. I don't want to do this. So I literally started studying when I was really old enough to read esoteric books. So 14, 15, 16, I minored in philosophy at university. So seriously, I've been at it a very, very long time. But it took a while for me to move from all of my own physical and emotional pain and trauma into realizing that I actually had these gifts and talents that I could utilize and share with humanity. And that's when I realized not only was I a healer, because I knew that very early on, but I realized that I could talk to the Akashic record keepers. They spoke to me for about 5 years before I actually figured out who was speaking to me and who was giving me all of this amazing, expansive information. And when I finally realized that I had that gift to go beyond the higher self, into the quantum field, into the field of information that is really held in source energy. When I realized I could do that, and not only for myself, but for other people, then the Akashic Record Keeper said, please help us to teach some of this information and to teach people to access their own soul guidance, because it is your birthright. And that's one of the interesting things that I think many of us hope that we can get some divine guidance, some soul guidance. But again, we don't kind of trust that we can do that, but you can. I believe that you have those gifts, that we all have types of clairvoyance, clairaudience, claircognizance, clairsentience. That's why we connect the 3 brains to deepen into feeling that gut wisdom that comes to us, that claircognizance, that clear knowingness, to open to be clairvoyant, clairaudient, so that we can really align deeper into the truth of who you are as an ancient and wise soul. And so let me talk a little bit about what is written in your soul plan. So I was just saying, before we came to Earth, before we decided to reincarnate this time, each and every time we write a new plan and we say, who do I want to be with? What people am I going to support? So we write soul contracts with other people, and they could be your parents, they could be your siblings, they could be your grandparents, maybe your best friend from down the street. Do any of you have still a best friend that you've known since you were 5 years old? Many of us connect to our beautiful soul family members when we're very, very young, because we're so open and we feel them when we meet them. We're like, there you are, right? Have you ever experienced that with a person? Wow, there you are. Where have you been? I was very blessed to have that experience when I was about 34 years old and I met my now husband. And we've been married 30 whole years now. Totally aging myself or dating myself. But that was exactly the feeling I experienced was, oh my gosh, where have you been? I'm 34, right? But we feel many of these truths that are written in our soul plan. That person is here to support me on my life path. And this is the gift that I've come to give to humanity. So just take a moment as we're talking about this. You might want to jot down a couple of thoughts like, what gift comes really easily to you that feels so natural you don't even think about it as a gift because you just assume everybody can do that? What is that for you? For some of us, it's something like cooking or loving or being a connector, being friends with everybody and connecting all your friends. For some of us, writing poetry or writing just kind of flows like water right through us. I have quite a few students who work with me in the Akashic Records who are animal communicators. A few of them work with horses to help autistic children to have the experience of riding horses and connecting and communicating in a deeper way with these beautiful animals. And a few of them help communicate, between a pet owner and the beautiful little divine pet. And so many of us have these different kinds of gifts and we don't even think about them as gifts, but that can be part of your soul purpose. And the other thing that I think is very interesting is that our souls write a complicated, complex plan. Because you're ancient, your plan is not going to be simple. Like you don't think, I'm going to bring one purpose to the world. I'm going to just do this one thing. You'd be totally bored, right? So we write many different purposes. You may be a communicator and you may use it in numerous ways. You may speak on a stage. You may write a book. You may have a podcast. You may go out there and just talk to people in the world, just making them happy. Your gifts and your skills as a communicator can be used in so many different kinds of ways. Maybe you're a third grade teacher and you're teaching children to communicate, to write, to share with ease. These are all parts of a soul purpose. So I think it's interesting that when we realize not only did you write a plan, but you have a complicated plan with numerous purposes and many people to support you. Most of us have at least 25 or maybe even 50 soul contracts with other people. Like I was mentioning earlier, it might be with your parents and your siblings and your grandparents and some of your best friends from childhood. But certainly we often write soul contracts, of course, with significant partners. So that could be your spouse. It could be your best friend. It could be your business partner. It could be just, a couple of short contracts with people that you work with in your life. And sometimes we have what I say karma attached. So you have a soul contract and it's got some challenging kind of issues or challenges written into that soul contract. You wanted to learn about forgiveness. And so you came together with this soul and you say, okay, I want to work on forgiveness. I want to remember to be able to forgive you when you show up as my business partner and we're growing a great business, and then you run off with all of the products. You run off with all of that proprietary information, and I'm left high and dry without a business. And first I hate you, and I'm angry, and I go into victim mode, and I think, I don't deserve this. Why did this happen to me? And then you realize, as you kind of do your own self-healing and heart-centered work, and you start doing some forgiveness work, and you realize that that business partner had a big wound, and they never felt as good as you. And they always felt less than, like they couldn't live up to their side of the bargain. And so instead of doing their own soul work, they ran off with the goods. And so you forgive them. You realize they're an infinite soul also having a challenging life. They're working through their own karmic patterns. They want to understand and grow also. I always like to say karma is not about a punishment. It's not about right or wrong or good or bad. Karma is literally about your soul's growth. And so we get stuck in these cycles, which we often will refer to as a karmic pattern or a karmic wheel. And it may take you 2 or 10 or 20 lifetimes to understand that pattern. So when something challenging happens again, maybe it's the 20th life, and you think, why did this happen to me? And you are more conscious now after 20 lives of trying to work through this karmic pattern of forgiveness. And you go, oh, I really love that person, and I see their trauma, and I feel their pain, and I'm going to forgive them. I'm going to forgive myself. I'm going to forgive all of us for whatever transgressed, whatever happened that made this trauma show up, that triggered or pushed that person to run off with our business. I'm going to forgive me, and I'm going to forgive them. And there we are doing very profound forgiveness work. And as we do this very profound forgiveness work, we grow as a soul. And now we get it because we've become conscious about it. We really go, I can now see everyone has wounds. Everyone has challenges. I don't think anyone escapes life without quite a few of them. So now I can be the compassion. I can be the forgiveness and the love. And I can hold that energy in a bigger way for humanity. Maybe I'll even teach something about that. And then part of your soul purpose about teaching forgiveness shows up, and you go, wow, I can share that, and that's useful. And so often our soul purpose is part of a learning and a growing and a realizing and a consciousness until we come to a place where we literally can take that and use that information and wisdom. So your soul purpose is not a job description, and it's not just one talent that you've come to share. For most of us, it is a process. It is about us remembering the truth of who we are. And sometimes that comes from a trauma or a pain. Sometimes it comes from love. But often there is a whole part of us that grows around that aspect and says, wow, I learned something, and now I'd love to share that. And sometimes it's a beautiful ability to be a creative soul and share your creative gifts and talents, which could be numerous, right? I always say writing and painting and singing and dancing and music and all of the above, cooking. It's all part of our creative life when we can really own that aspect also. And so I really would like to just kind of wrap this up with you by reminding you that your soul wrote a plan. And when you can get clarity around your soul's plan, you bring clarity to
spiritual machines extraordinaire. We all are. And we're all here to develop our what's called our radiant light body. And the radiant light body, it has to do with these bands that go around the human body and how they get plugged up with issues of duality. And it's amazing because I know that some of the first beings here, they were here to have us remind us that these bands that surround our body, Lauren, they're the basis of creation. And for a lot of people, they don't understand that. They've lost track of that as they've gotten disconnected. And so the access to the fourth band, or the love band, is how you access your peace, how you access divine love beyond all explanation. I mean, agape love. And it's just amazing how, there's a song that actually, and we love this song, we've all heard it, and I call it the Kermit song. I'd like to play it for you if I could. Okay, let's go with the Rainbow Connect. The words are sublime.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on the morning star? Somebody thought of that, and someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? And what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell, we know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep, and have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls all the sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. La 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 la, the lovers, the dreamers, and me.
It moves me, that song, especially when you understand how we're built, because a lot of people don't know that we have this radiant light body around us.
Oh, hello there. I was just looking at my video camera image because I want to manifest a nicer video camera. As you can see, the quality of this picture may not be up to the standard of professionalism that I know I can bring forth. So, you know what? This is actually totally ridiculous. That is not how things work. I know, you can stare at pictures of things and imagine that means you're going to get them, but the world is not delivered in that way. And I'm here to share the next step in your spiritual evolution, your acknowledgement of who you really are. And it is not as a generator of random objects or even money. Just gotta make sure things are really clear. You are here to move in alignment and to move into your highest embodied expression on this planet. I am not staring at a picture of a video camera waiting for it to show up in my life. I am moving in my sole purpose in alignment. And as I do that, everything which is meant to come to me to support that highest alignment shows up in the right time. I am a soul activator, and I am here bringing an activation that might be in resonance with you, and it might not be. I am here to encourage you to bring your purest, truest message, energy, abilities, frequencies onto this planet, into your body, from your soul, and then into this world. And for you to do so is the highest good you could possibly do for yourself and this entire planet and the universe. I work with also specific energies of overtone singing and throat singing. And if you're called to learn this in general or from me, then we can also talk. Everyone's voice is unique and is a frequency signature or code that is only aligned to you, that only you can bring. And expanding through your voice brings not just more of your voice and vibrations into this world in that way, but more of you in general. And it means more confidence to be yourself in the world and not be constantly filtering all the messages that you don't think are acceptable to your friends, to your family. This means tuning into what is highest good in you, which is also highest good for the planet, and bringing it here and living it fully, living it more so than you have been before. And this means unwinding all the stories about voice and about expressing your unique self, which have been in the way for so long, which have run the show, so to speak, which have been the thing that you've acted from. Oh, this is not acceptable. Oh, to be this way is not right in this world. I'm going to look crazy. And all of those things get to shift as you come into the world more. And the way we do this, and the way I share it, is through the voice. We work on feeling the voice in the body so that the voice is not just something you hear, but also something you feel. And when you're feeling sound in the body, you have the ability to tune into the frequencies which are of the highest healing and empowerment to you in a given moment. This is using the intuition to channel voice, channel frequencies which bring you more into the world, which bring your divine self into your body and thus into the physical dimension. Again, the greatest blessing you could possibly do in the world is to bring yourself into it, your unique self. This can sound in all kinds of ways, and everyone's voice is different. That's why I love doing this so much, because I get to hear and work with so many unique voices, so many unique energies that are really all unbelievably beautiful to me. And I mean that, heart and soul. So, my soul is here to check in with your soul to see if for us to possibly work together is of some benefit, if there is an alignment. And if there's not, then there's just this here, and taking this in as much as is perfect for you. If this is all you're supposed to ever see of me in your entire life, that's perfect. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I'm not trying to manipulate your fearful thoughts to think that if you don't work with me, you are screwed. Because you're not. Everything's okay. Now, if you feel called, I'd like you to tone along with me for a moment. I'm going to do a few long, continuous vowel sounds, and you, watching as you are right now, can do those along with me. I want you to feel how the resonance feels in your body. We're going to do O for the belly, Ah for the chest, and E for the head. And notice the feelings in those spaces as you do that. And once we do this, then we're going to go into a sound activation from me. Woohoo! And you can settle in deeply into that and let anything come from psychic visions to video equipment. Everything is in divine timing. All right, here we go. Inhale to O. It can be any pitch, any frequency. It doesn't have to be my pitch, just the vowel sound. High or low. Inhale to Ah. And to E, feeling it in the head, the vibration. Good. Now just breathe and feel that for a moment. So, within my one-on-ones and my group workshops and series, we do this and we do a lot more sounds. And the idea is I give you a lot of tools to work with, but then ultimately you find your own resonances, many of them. And in our group online courses, everyone is muted. Everyone's working with energies while I'm tuning to you and to the group. And I'm delivering activations. And in one-on-ones, I'm listening to you. In groups, everyone's muted. In the one-on-ones, I'm listening to you. We're sometimes toning back and forth. And the experiences that I see people having are unbelievably profound, but also I'm not surprised at all because I know what this does. All right. Now we're going to go into an activation. There will be didgeridoo, flute, overtone singing. Sit back. Let what will come to you come to you. Hey, so we're going to start with guitar. By the way, I just discovered that my guitar strap is squeaky. So I just tried putting olive oil on it right here where it's squeaking, and it didn't work. You're safe. So breathe it and feel it. Energy of creation is flowing through your being. One conscious universe filled with love. All saints and sages living in your blood. No one is left out. This world is all about accepting each other as we root and ground. Forever shall I stand in my place of alignment. Guiding intuition, I fulfill my assignment. You have always existed and you always will. The song of your soul echoes. You know that from whence you came, so you are. Memories unlock as you dream of stars. Old one, you're an old one, and it takes one to know one. Old one, you're an old one, and it takes one to know one. My dreams, they mold in beautiful swirls. The rainbows, the butterflies play in my curls. Joy unfolds in the grips of patience, flying with the wind and all my relations. Age does not matter in this orbit round the sun. Decay is an illusion as we live and play in love. Travel through dimensions in deep meditation, allowing all you want, creative liberation. I choose to be a part of the things that are changing. With acceptance of the self, I am strong. No more inhibition, I am finding the position to release my old powers and any opposition. Old one, you're an old one, and it takes one to know one. Old one, you're an old one, and it takes one to know one. I share my gifts so freely and imprint on this earth, inspiring all creation, this life of endless worth. For all of those who hear me, follow on the clues. You are the chosen person, the time is now to choose, 'cause you can have all you are seeking, and more will come, it's true. A lot will be by speaking, you will know what to do. 'Cause you're an old one, you're an old one, and it takes one to know one. Ooh, old one, you're an old one. Squeaky guitar strap. And it takes one to know one. Old one, you're an old one, and it takes one to know one. Old one, you're an old one, and it takes one to know one. Okay, now with no reverb at all. Ugh. I hope you are sufficiently activated.
Soulshine, activations and meditations for unity consciousness. We celebrate unity consciousness. We honor the animal kingdom, the aquatic kingdom, and all life on planet Earth. we have a meditation that will return us to a pure and pristine earth. We're going back to when the earth was first created, so that once again we can create new earth. Here's music by Susan Alexander, who matches the frequencies of DNA and the planets in this song as we remember the creation of earth, as we create new earth. Like the rhythms of nature, so move the rhythms of life itself. Feel this sound of nature. It is connection to the universe. Allow it to cleanse you of all worries, doubts, fears, anything that keeps you from happiness and pure joy. As we too are 80% water, we know water is conscious, it holds memory, and it can be reprogrammed. Keep focusing on your breath, noticing the sensations of your breath at the nostrils. This is your anchor. It will help quiet your mind and allow you to drop down into your heart chamber. This is also the voice of nature, the Mother Earth, all that is. It is also your voice, your truth. So listen. Does it hold any message for you? Now the storm has passed. A beautiful rainbow appears. And as the color of the rainbow matches each one of your 7 chakras, you will now connect your chakras to the chakras of Earth, Gaia. Her dolphins and whales are here with us as we connect to the chakras of Gaia, starting with the root chakra, red. Yours ties to the Earth's red chakra. Orange. Your orange chakra ties to the orange chakra of Earth. The same with yellow, tying to the yellow chakra of Earth. Green, the heart chakra, ties to the heart chakra of Earth. Blue, like aquamarine, from your throat chakra to the blue chakra of Mother Earth. Indigo, from your third eye to the third eye of Mother Earth. And finally, violet, a violet beam from your crown to the crown of Earth. You and Gaia are one. You are connected. You are made of the same elements. The whales and dolphins are here. Listen to their songs, for the whales are the record keepers of Earth, and the dolphins are record keepers of humans. We are journeying back now, back out of time, back to Atlantis, back to Lemuria, and beyond. We are journeying to the place where Earth was first created into form for the purpose of love. Now here you are on the purest planet Earth. Pristine and beautiful. Take a moment now to look around you, to feel the ground on your feet, smell the air, feel the plants and the waters of Gaia. Now take a moment to dream your highest dream for this new Earth. What does New Earth look like? What does New Earth feel like? What does New Earth smell like? Take this moment now and dare to dream for the highest good of the planet and all her life. Now follow along with this healing affirmation. Now I close my eyes and see a field of light, and I feel that light and life in every cell of my body, nurturing and healing every cell. And I know that light and life and love is who and what I am now and forever. Every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. in a healthy and positive way, in an easy and relaxed manner, in its own perfect time, for the highest good of all. I am filled with healing energy. I am healed. I am whole. I am perfect as I am. Dare to dream and affirm the highest, most wonderful life you can imagine. Our thoughts and prayers of today determine our life in the future. So be it, and so it is. Keep this dream, this vision of yours in mind, for it is possible to create a world that works for all. An unconditional love, peace, joy, and happiness prevail. This is the great work ahead of us. Hold this vision, encapsulate it in your mind's eye into a golden sphere that drops down into your sacred heart once again. Earth is pure and flowing in the rhythms of life, as you too are moving with grace, knowing you are supported by nature, Gaia, the universe. Nature is the universe in action. Now send this feeling of bliss, of confidence of creation to anywhere on our beloved Earth that needs your love. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God flows through us, heals us, protects us. Wherever we are, God is all that is, and all is well. Nature is the universe in action. Hold your vision and co-create beautiful new earth, Nova Magnificat. Thank you for joining us in this online healing retreat event marathon. We hope you've experienced high vibrations that you can radiate to the rest of the world. We look forward to you experiencing online healing retreats brought to you by AcousticHealth.com. Please share this information with the rest of the world. Together, we are creating New Earth as we step in to our mastery. Blessings and namaste. Soulshine, an online healing retreat event marathon, 22 activations and meditations by spiritual teachers and healers to assist you in integrating the transformational energies available to us. Soulshine, activations and meditations for unity consciousness. Check out the special upgrade offer to own the meditations and activations and music videos in this program. You'll also have access to a bundle of Mastery Empowerment courses from our New Earth One teachers. This has been a presentation of New Earth One Network, your home for New Earth living. Access information, education, and videos on living from the heart in Unity Consciousness. Visit newearth1.com. New Earth One Network is a community-supported network. Purchases on this website not only support you, but your community, as the light that you raise in yourself indeed radiates out to the community. It also supports the teachers who bring this information. Plus, we give a portion of our proceeds to support children in the highlands of the Andes through the Pasquet organization. Proceeds from this network have built a greenhouse in the Highland Andes for a local school, offering a supply of healthy organic food for school lunches. And over the years, we've supported a young adult as she graduated from school and focused on her career in tourism. These proceeds have also helped us create sustainable businesses in Peru, such as this chicken farm, which helped create an income for a family in need. We thank you for your purchases at New Earth One Network. Together, we are New Earth. soul shine, activations and meditations for unity consciousness. Check out the special upgrade offer to own the meditations and activations and music videos in this program. You'll also have access to a bundle of Mastery Empowerment courses from our New Earth One teachers.